Hello there. This is the second time I'm doing this video. I was halfway through the first try, and my mom disturbed me. It's not her fault though, because I didn't tell her. But anyway, I'm going to restart. This is going to be a resource video, just showing what I think about some of these books that I've looked at. And with me, if someone says, "Well, what series is better?" I would not answer it. I would answer it with, like, well, that depends. Which language do you mean? Like, for instance, there are some teach yourselves that are good. There are some teach yourselves that are bad. There are some colloquials that are good. There are some colloquials that are bad. You know, as far as I'm concerned, every polyglot might have their own preference as to what's good and what's bad. Like, for instance, I might like the new teach yourself check, but someone else might be like, well, I prefer the colloquial check, or well, yeah, the new check is good, but the old teach yourself check is better. You know, it depends on one's preference, as I stated in a previous video. So basically, this is just going to be me talking about, like, my preference. I'm not trying to show off or anything here as far as, well, I think this is great, so you should try that. Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what works for me and what doesn't work for me. You would have to be your own judge as far as determining which is better for you and what's not good for you. First, we'll go to the teach yourselves. They teach yourselves, it depends on the language, and it depends on if it's new or if it's old. Like, for instance, check, for example. I have the new teach yourself check and the old teach yourself check. Now, with me, the new teach yourself check is good, but for some reason, I find the old teach yourself check a lot more organized to understand. But with other languages, it's different. Sorry if I just moved the chair. It's on a wheelie chair, so sorry. With other languages, it's different, though. Like, for instance, here we have new teach yourself French and old teach yourself French. Like I said before, it depends on the language. I find the old teach yourself French a lot better to understand than the new one. So it depends on which one, like which language and which series, and you as an individual too. With the colloquial series, like the teach yourself, it depends on the language and if it's new or old. Like, for instance, here I have new teach yourself Albanian and old teach yourself Albanian. You've probably seen these before in my videos. Here I have an old teach yourself Turkish. It really depends on your preference. Like, for instance, this is the old teach yourself Turkish. I actually like the way, I was reading this a few days ago, and I like the way it's broken up. The old teach yourself Turkish. I mean, no, not teach yourself. Sorry about that. The old colloquial Turkish. Okay, yeah, the old colloquial Turkish. I like the way that it's set up and stuff like that. But for some reason, I do not like the old colloquial Albanian. I find the new colloquial Albanian a lot better than the old one, because it's more structured and there's not a lot of, like, I'm not one who would like to study grammar, and there's more grammar in this one than there is of this one. So, you know, it depends on one's preference. As far as the other two, in the colloquial series, I haven't really looked into these yet. I haven't looked into this one yet. This is the new colloquial Irish. Someone got this for me. I didn't buy it. Someone bought it for me. I really haven't studied Irish that much. But this I have looked into a lot. And this one, as far as old, this is really good if you're learning Polish. In fact, I have Polish for teach yourself, like right here. and I find the colloquial Polish better than the teachers of Polish. So then again, like I said before, it depends on one's preference and what you want. You know, like I said before, I'm just giving my viewpoint. If you have another viewpoint, or if you're like, well, that's nice, but so-and-so says this is better, you know, that's fine. I'm just giving my viewpoint. Now, my Greek resources, I probably showed you already. These are the Greek resources. And now here's my Greek dictionary. This is a very good dictionary. I would recommend this for anyone learning Greek. This is a very, very good dictionary. Oxford Greek Dictionary is very good. I would recommend it for anyone who's studying Greek. Very, very good. Here we have the old Teach Yourself Greek. This is not really that good. Like I said before, with old versus new, it depends on the language. Not to say that it's not useful. It is very useful. You know, it's still useful. But I prefer the new Teach Yourself series over the old one as far as Greek goes, because it breaks it up better, I think, than this. Here I have two Teach Yourselves. I have the Beginners series, and I have the regular complete course book. The other Greek resource that I have is the colloquial. This is I think this is the old colloquial. Let me check. Yeah, this is the old colloquial. This is the old colloquial Greek. This is actually pretty good. I actually like, as far as Greek goes, I actually like the colloquial over the Teach Yourselves. As far as Greek goes, I think this is broken up like a lot more easier to understand than the Teach Yourself, and you know, my mind can just basically pick it up faster with this versus these two. Not to say that I still won't use these two. I'll still use these because, you know, a resource is a good resource in either way. But I'll mainly use this because I think it's really good as far as this. Now, that's basically it. As far as showing you other stuff, I do have phrase books, but I don't have as many phrase books. In fact, I lost some of my phrase books. I used to have a Spanish phrase book and a French phrase book, but for some reason I can't find them. I do have this one that I recently got, though. It's Eastern, I think I showed you this. It's Eastern European phrase book. It's just your basic Eastern European languages, like Albanian, Bulgarian, Croatian, you know, Czech, stuff like that. It's very good. So anyway, that's basically it for this video. Sorry if I was trying to rush it. I want to do it before I got disturbed again. So, that's it.